This is your power to shape brighter learning days for your child. So you're here because you sense that your child needs more support in school, but the options seem fuzzy. An IEP or a 504 are both solid paths forward, but choosing the right one starts with understanding their differences. Did you know that accommodations from an IEP or a 504 can follow your child to college all the way to the doctorate level? That's the kind of lasting support we're unpacking today on IEP Insider. If you've ever wondered, what's the right fit for my child? Is it an IEP or a 504? By the end of this video, you will have clear steps to decide between the two, questions to ask your team, and how to move forward. These insights, these are things that families have shared with me over and over that they wish they knew from day one of looking for support for their child. Hello and welcome to IEP Insider, your steady guide for all things IEPs and beyond. Quick reminder, everything here is for educational purposes only, and it is not legal advice. If this resonates, hit like and subscribe. It helps me to keep this conversation going for families just like yours. An IEP and a 504 are both solid pathways forward, but they stem from very different laws and they play out uniquely. Let's start with how they're put into action, and then we'll loop back into evaluation and qualification processes because that will make it easier for you as a family to see what fits for your child. The heart of a 504, equal access. If your child's disability makes school harder to navigate and they have to work twice as hard as everyone else just to keep up, they are entitled to accommodations or modifications that level things out and make their learning easier for them. Picture a ramp for someone using a wheelchair. It doesn't change the building, it just opens the door, or it just changes how they access the building. A 504 is like a ramp to learning. It removes barriers so that your child can engage in learning along with their peers. Key point here, 504s are not special education. No specially designed instruction or curriculum overhauls come with a 504. Examples of supports tailored to your child in a 504 might include preferential seating for focus, assistive technology like speech to text, teacher check-ins for understanding, note sharing, or extended testing time. That's actually a pretty good one. Personalize the supports to your child's world so that they thrive. Remember, while a 504 makes tweaks to how learning happens, it does not add additional teaching or alter core content. One family I supported shared how a simple 504-based morning checklist turned her daughter's morning meltdowns into smoother starts for the day. It was a small shift we came up with together, and it led to a big change in access. On the other hand, an IEP falls under IDEA law and is considered special education. It layers in everything that a 504 offers, plus specially designed instruction, SDI, or specialized academic instruction, as it is sometimes known, SAI, to address specific gaps. SDI, SAI, either way, it's teaching crafted just for your child based on the insights from their IEP evaluation. Let's say, for example, writing is the hurdle for your child. An IEP may add classroom tweaks like extra time, etc., and targeted skill instruction to improve how they write. Bottom line, IEPs wrap access tools with skill building, all tied together to your child's unique situation. Okay, we've covered what IEPs and 504s do. Let's talk about how to qualify. We'll start simple with the 504s. Under Section 504, your child needs a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits a major life activity. Learning is a major life activity. 504 evaluations pull from real-life sources, report cards, teacher's notes, parent input, medical notes, your observations, anything that paints the full picture for your child. You are a core team member here. Your voice matters. The 504 emerges to ease those limits. They are quick to draft. They are reviewed annually by the teachers, the family, and when your child is ready, by the student. For IEPs, it's a little more layered. The disability must match one of the 13 categories as defined by IDEA, and the evaluation must show a need for SDI. In plain terms, does your child need that customized learning because of their disability? If yes, then the formalized evaluation process, which follows really strict guidelines, will spell out that plan for you. That evaluation takes time and there is a lot of testing involved in it. If you want more information about that, I have a separate video that breaks down all the components of an IEP evaluation. I highly recommend you watch it. But having a 504 does not block or should not block your child's access to an IEP in the future. Often when dealing with milder disabilities, it is best to test out a 504 first and see if those accommodations can provide the access that your child needs. And if yes, great. And if not, then you can pivot to an IEP evaluation. Myth busting moment. Please, please, please do not let a pediatrician dictate if your child gets an IEP or not. Just as teachers are not MDs, MDs are not qualified to make a decision about whether or not your child gets an IEP. That is a team decision and one in which your voice matters, but it is not up to the pediatrician. IEPs do phase out post-high school for most students. 504s shift to adult protection, but here's the bridge. The accommodations section from an IEP can go straight to the college disability office to craft a student's higher education 504 plan. This is a game changer and it unlocks access for your child all the way to the doctorate level. That is equity in education. That is empowering your child to claim their full potential. While 504s guard against barriers under civil rights and IEPs build skills via special education law, the win here is matching the right support to what your child needs. And you've got the foundational understanding now. Start with questions like, what data shows the gap for my students? And lean into your role as a valued team member that knows your child best. Here are some quick takeaways to carry forward. Take notes or save this video or bookmark this. 504s provide access tweaks. IEPs add targeted teaching. To qualify for a 504 and IEP, look for real data. Your voice matters. So make yourself heard. Support from 504s and IEPs evolve to college, so advocate early. This clarity, this is your quiet power to shape brighter learning days. I hope this information lightens your load today. If questions come up, drop them in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share with a parent friend. This clarity could help empower their steps forward. Thank you for joining me here. You are the steady guide your child needs. Be proud of that. I'm proud of you. See you on the next IEP Insider.